Joining us tonight, the host of the John Gambling Show on 970 The Answer, John Gambling. John, great to see you. And host,
hello there, Lou.
And hello back. And host of Mornings on the Mall on WMAL in Washington, D.C., editor-at-large of IJReview.com, Larry O'Connor. Larry, great to have you here in New York. Welcome.
Great to be here, Lou.
I'm the official greeter for the city of New York.
Appreciate that. I heard that about you. Blasio puts you right in that spot immediately.
We're like this.
Yes.
We're like this. Let me start with, if I may, the Keystone Pipeline, because a very unexpected event occurred today when the president said he wasn't going to approve it. John, I know you had to be a little astonished.
I was stunned. I was stunned because you know, it only took him 7 years to come to this decision, and he didn't even come to the decision. It was John Kerry in the State Department who made the decision. At least that's what he told us. This is one of the biggest mistakes in a long, long time. TransCanada, that owns it and wants to build it, they're going to build it anyway, not through the United States. They're going to build it west, and they're going to ship all of that oil out of Canada to Japan, China, in the Far East.
A big deal for British Columbia, it turns out.
Yep, very big.
I mean, this is ridiculous.
It's classic pandering to that. But, you know, this is good because now we're on official notice. The Democrats care more about the environmental activists and the environmental lobby than they do about the AFL-CIO and the Teamsters and all of the labor unions who wanted this. And have you seen this map of the United States that shows the gas and pipelines going across
It looks like
America?
a bowl of spaghetti.
It looks like my grandmother's spider veins, you know. I mean, no offense, well, she's passed. But to suggest that this one pipeline...
Your image wins, by the way.
versus spaghetti. Like this one pipeline is going to, you know, change the balance of the globe and bring the level of the sea back up to pre-Obama is ridiculous. It's pandering but this is an opportunity for Republicans, don't you think, to go after the labor vote a little bit and be a little bit more realistic? Because Americans want this.
I can see that. I can see that outreach taking place immediately, because the Republicans are all about outreach. We have, I'm told, lost the satellite to John, and we'll bring John back just as soon as we're permitted to do so by the satellite folks. So you're stuck.
I don't want to mess with the satellite folks.
By the way, I see you've got a book there.
Well, I'm here. I've been working really hard on this brand new book by Greg Gutfeld. And I just wanted to take another moment to sell Greg's book. Make sure you buy Greg's book.
Well, I've always been one of your great admirers, Larry. Well, would you mind signing it?
Would you mind? Yeah, just have a quick...
There's one piece of business that we cannot close this week out without discussing, and that is Quentin Tarantino, who's got, frankly, I think one of the best names in show business in history, and also one of the worst mouths, and terrible judgment.
Offensive, absolutely offensive, and he, you know, calling cops murderers and such. But what's interesting to me is there's so much outrage here in New York. My pleasure. 1999.
I got it.
The fact that, listen, he's a movie director. He's a Hollywood movie director. Why are people surprised that he is running to a left-wing cause and jumping on the very first opportunity to slam cops? I mean, these are the same people who love Mumia, the cop killer in Philadelphia.
I like the chain of logic that you're establishing, because it would suggest that all of the other directors in Hollywood, if not everyone in entertainment, would think of police as murderers.
Well, but they don't depict them very favorably in their films, do they? They're usually, you know, inept, or they're lazy, or they're corrupt. I mean, I know I'm painting with a broad brush, but didn't Quentin Tarantino just paint with a pretty broad brush?
Yeah, it wouldn't, you know, what's the fun of it if you can't? But the reality is here, I'm delighted about another phenomenon. I'm delighted that the law enforcement unions, police unions, sheriffs associations are coming together and saying we're boycotting the hell out of this foul-mouthed jerk who is insulting us to our core.
Lou, and it's going to work. I got to tell you, at IJReview.com, our website, it's very keyed in with social media, and all of the posts about the police pushback on this, the comments, the sharing, the traffic, it's on fire. People on Facebook and Twitter, they are making this happen. I don't think this is going to do well for the studio. Even Harvey Weinstein of Miramax is very angry, according to the New York Post.
And think of that.
Yeah.
Harvey, angry? My goodness. Larry, you're on fire. Great to have you with us. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Lou. It's always great to be here.
Larry O'Connor. And John Gambling would say good night, except we can't reach him now. We will continue our efforts through the weekend.